Hey Mixers, welcome back to another NFL video. I'm making the Thursday video a little bit early because I am going out of town, and so I don't know if I'll have time to do it later. So I already gave a video for the Thursday game. Now this is going to be a video for the Friday game. And I don't have two best bets in this video, so we're not going to do a cash giveaway on this video. I just have two leans and one best bet for you. So let's jump into those picks. So the bets that I've already made from previous videos, I've done, previous videos on season-long player props. I've done week one player props for all the games. I've done, a week one player props part two. We've done touchdown calls part one and two. There's just so many videos. I've already given out tons of plays. So I'm just going to bring in the plays I've already given out from this game. And that's just one play. I bet Trey Harris over 29.5 receiving yards early, before I knew Keenan Allen was obviously going to be signed to the team. That bet is horrible now. I hate it, and it's not even available anymore. But Keenan Allen is available around this line, which I don't mind. So that's one thing that you could think about is swapping out my Trey Harris pick for a Keenan Allen pick right around the same number, because all of the logic is still there. So you can go back and watch that if you want to. And then the early picks that I gave for the leans, the total, sides, and spread, I was giving a lean towards the Chiefs money line, a lean towards Chiefs -2.5. And then I did actually bet the total. So under 45.5. That total is still at 45.5. It's pretty low, but they did go under this both times in both their matchups last year. And so that is the one best bet that I've already made that we have for this matchup. I have two leans for you that are kind of scary, but I think there's some good logic behind them. Now, what a lean means is that I might bet it, I might not. So I don't know if I'm going to be on this or not yet, but these are the two leans that I like for this game. So the first one here is Patrick Mahomes under 19.45 fantasy score. It is 19 on Prize Picks, but Underdog has it a little bit higher. And so he was under this 12 of 16 games last year, 75%, including both times against the Chargers, which were both very low scoring games. So if this overseas game in Brazil is going to also be low scoring, he's probably going to go under this line, but he can always go over this line, of course. So let's just do the math here. If he throws for 250 yards like he's supposed to, then that's 10 points right there. And then if he throws for 2 touchdowns, that's another 8. Now we're at 18. So all he really needs to do is run, 20 yards or, 15 yards on the ground on his legs, and we're over this line. But I think that, I think we can stay under. I think he either doesn't throw the 2 touchdowns, and maybe his yardage is a little bit higher, but maybe they get a rushing touchdown or 2. Or maybe he just doesn't need to use his legs because they are so far ahead and they're winning the game. And that would also, lead to some rushing touchdowns. So yeah, I like this lean here. I don't know yet if I'm going to be betting it, but I am kind of leaning towards it. And so it might show up in one of my slips. And then the other lean here, pretty scary as well. Will Dissly under 5 fantasy score. I saw this on Prize Picks. I didn't see a line for him on Underdog. He's under in 7 of 15 games last year, which was 47%, so about 50-50 coin flip there. But now they have Tyler Conklin on the team, who is an excellent pass-catching tight end. I know Will Dissly is still listed ahead of him on the depth chart, and obviously he has some chemistry with Justin Herbert because he was on the team last year. I just think that his 3 to 5 targets a game could get split up, and maybe 2 of them go to Tyler Conklin. So maybe Will Dissly only gets 3 targets, catches 2 of those balls for 20 yards, and just doesn't quite get us there. So that's why I want to go under this fantasy score of 5. And if I see it pop up at 5.5, I'll definitely take that as well. So the recap here, I just have the 2 leans for you. Patrick Mahomes under 19.45 fantasy score and Will Dissly under 5 fantasy score. And then my best bet that I already made was under 45.5 for the game total. All right, thanks guys. That's all I have for you in the Thursday game. I do have a lot for you in the Sunday game. So the Saturday video is going to be great. Thanks.